二十万，80，快点！快闪！180，快闪！I down these two, fire down these two. 20万，闪！Yellow！ 20万，快闪！
As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Denver Broncos. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys looking to finish off their probable run from wild card team to conference champions. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys have maneuvered their way through these playoffs as the 2 seed and now sit just 1 win away from reaching the Super Bowl. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taking it about the 16. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They run over center with Benson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle made there by Drew Sanders. They work now on 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 36. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. To throw, here's Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Third down and 1. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns' drive about to get started. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
We're scoreless after 1. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. A give. Here comes Benson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a nice spin into some open field. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. On the give, it's Benson. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 5. Back to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Benson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6.
They'll set up to throw. Mahomes will do it himself. He finds his man, complete. That's Benson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
More times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Yellow, yellow.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. To throw is Nix. A throw over the middle caught by Bryant. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. Nix to the air. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. Second down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Off the play fake. Nix. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. On first down, they'll go to the ground to town. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
At the 18-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Open man here is Benson. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. It's Walker. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw downs for his offense.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll be inside the 30.
Absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
He finds his man complete. That's Walker. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Running out of the gun here with Benson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here's 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes our score 17-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready.
Nix from the shotgun. That's going to be caught by Judy. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 7-yard
Here's second and 3.
Second and 3. At the
throwing Nix. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And Sutton will have a Broncos first down as they get this up past the 35-yard line.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 49.
Here's Nix. Bryant with a catch right side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, look what we have here. A sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. They'll get this out to Tootin. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On play action, here's Nix. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. Got to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up the fourth down.
A gain of 3.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Broncos are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. A 10-play drive that time. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Cleveland offense making their way out. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. Looking to put a drive together.
Yellow, yellow. There's a blue lady.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Now he'll tuck this and run. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
There's a blue lady.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And Walker has it. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Benson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Edwards. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Yellow.
They'll try to run this one in. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship, 3rd and goal. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Now it's Nix. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
At the 28-yard line.
Back to throw. Nix. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line.
57 yards. And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And he is going to be taken down. They got it. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So here's a 3rd and 14. Working out of the gun is Nix. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They're going. It's Nix. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. From 19 yards away. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Down 2 scores, out of timeouts, a must recover if they're going to have any shot. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
Yellow. Underline.
Mahomes to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Okay, my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Back to throw. Mahomes. He finds his man. Complete. It's Walker. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. To throw. Here's Nix. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA.
The top prize in the NFL is the Lombardi Trophy, but some individual hardware is pretty nice to end a season with, too. Today, one of their players has a reason to celebrate.
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cleveland Browns taking on the NFC champions, the New York Giants. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And off we go here on Sunday night primetime. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They're led out by a former first-round selection back in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Given 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Understandably, pass rushers keyed up for this Super Bowl, but you can't do that.
And let's face it, no one wants to lose one of these quarterbacks early in this game, so you know they're going to be protected by the officials.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Throwing, Dart. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
They'll dump this off to Scatterby. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So here comes the Browns offense with a long field ahead. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all away when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll go again with Benson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he is going to have the Browns first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Browns.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's caught over the middle by Fant. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Yellow. 480.
On the handoff, Edwards. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. The biggest game, the biggest stage, Super Bowl 63, 1 quarter in the books. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Browns first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Trey Benson from 10 yards out. And the Browns post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Quick throw out of line, caught by Robinson. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Giants. Rondale Robinson, 77 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Ties the game at 7.
They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
I don't need to. I don't need to.
A handoff here to Benson. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Another run here with Benson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 56 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now a handoff, Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
That's complete to his rookie second-round pick. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
To the air again, Dart. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Throwing his Dart.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
3rd and 12.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Dart going to look to throw here.
Johnson's got it complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11th. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First down, Browns.
Yellow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And Walker has it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, a little slow to begin with, but in the second quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great second half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A solid return, pretty good. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. And I
think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Fall down these two. Fall down these two.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 9. Mahomes going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Down the right sideline. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, you gotta love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Good one there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Now Mahomes. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. Decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small magical spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
They'll get this to Scannaboo. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Will go down as a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
First down, here's Scatterby. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Giants first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Scatterby.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Black. It'll go as a gain of 4. And third and 8 now.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
3 quarters in the books. 1 to go here in Super Bowl 63 and that final frame after this timeout. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Time to get down to the nitty-gritty, the 4th quarter here of Super Bowl 63. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. They'll send the tight end in motion. Dart. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have the Giants first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Dart going to give to Scatterby. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Second and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
Here we go.
The quick throw complete into the flat out left. Just a gain of a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Jackson Dart, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this. And they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's a second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one a gain of 20 in a first down. They're looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his second incompletion, and we're in the fourth quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum.
Well, almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. Fourth down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner. Hip pocket or back pocket?
And they will wrangle it down a couple of yards shy of the 30. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's Dart.
He's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Now Dart.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
6 yards.
They'll go. Here's Dart.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Edwards. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Benson not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Mahomes going to throw it here.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now here is Jackson Dart and the Giants.
Down by 16. Just over a minute 40 to play. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in this Super Bowl.
That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
To throw.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And the Giants first.
Looking to throw. Dart. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Throwing his Dart. That's caught by Johnson.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line.
15 yards on the play. And the Giants.
They'll throw again. Dart.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here we go, Shaq.
To throw his Dart. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here.
And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Here's Dart.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have it in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And how about this? The dog pound gets the crowd. The Cleveland Browns are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in